Yes, good afternoon. Sava here from Football Heritage TV. The day after the night before in terms of the Tottenham Fan Forum. Now, lots and lots of news has come out of this, lots of sound bites, lots of different things that we can take from it. I'm going to pick two or three, and no doubt whatever two or three I pick, people will be annoyed that I didn't pick another two or three, but I can only do a video for so long. So let's have a look at what came out of the club statement. Today, we're going to be talking about Daniel Levy talking about the atmosphere at the club. We've got our Tottenham back, he said. So we'll get into that. We've got our Tottenham back, or you've given us our Tottenham back. We'll be talking about it. Second, we're going to be looking at Ange Postecoglou talking about the transfer window, what he wanted, what he needed, and the fact that we couldn't do it all in one window, which lends itself, and he's mentioned this, as to why it's probably a good thing that we're not in Europe this year. For everyone claiming they wanted to be, he has pretty much spelled it out that we couldn't be with the state of the squad. And I suppose the big news, the news that people are clutching onto, the news that are sending Tottenham fans on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Reddit, all of the reports I'm seeing, all of the comments I'm seeing is people wetting themselves over the fact that there is a buyback clause for Harry Kane. Who cares? Move on. The guy has gone. This now, you just know this is going to dominate every summer for now, for the next 3 or 4 years, is going to be bring back Harry, bring back Harry. We need a striker, bring back Harry. We'll get into that as well. But let's start by looking at this first piece. Now, I'm going to use, so thank you very much. I'm going to use the Spurs Express here. So thank you, the Spurs Express, for putting these quotes out. And I'm going to use them. And we'll start with this. Okay, we'll start with this. As you can see here, Daniel Levy on what's happened in recent seasons and the lack of silverware that comes from it. That Daniel Levy has said, we came so close with Poch and we changed strategy and hired the win now managers. It didn't work, wrong hires. So maybe it will take longer. Maybe we need this strategy, and that's why I hired Ange. Now, I feel in two ways about this. First of all, yes, it will take longer. Yes, we do need this strategy. Stop saying maybe. Stop saying maybe. Own it. Yeah? Maybe it will take longer. Yes, it will. Maybe we need this strategy. Yes, we do. Yeah, and that's why you hired Ange. That's the best thing you've done for years, Daniel Levy, is hire Ange. That's the best thing that Daniel Levy's done. But let's break down the first part of this assessment, shall we? We came close with Poch and we changed strategy. Cool, let's break that down. Now, for me, I was never bothered that that Poch went. Yeah, I thought Poch had 6 years. It looked like it had run its natural course. However, what you would say in favour of Pochettino is that when we said we came so close with Poch, doesn't Levy acknowledge that we came so close, didn't get over the line in a lot of occasions because of him? Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate because I think it's only fair. There are times when I think Poch absolutely messed up finals and semi-finals and looked horrendous as a manager. But there are also times when you look and think, had we had a bit more depth? Had we had an underbelly after the first 11? Had we got player 12 to 15 to 16? What could we have done? Then when you look at we hired win now managers, it didn't work. Again, this is why I'm so conflicted on this whole statement. It didn't work, Daniel, because you bring in win now managers, but stick with buying under par footballers. If you are going to bring in win now managers, you have to know that you can give them the players that they want and need to be successful. Now, surely if the conversation with Conte was things like, I need Bastoni, the conversation should have been, we can't deliver Bastoni. He doesn't want to leave. He'll cost too much. It's not plausible. Instead, you've hired these managers, then given them the same players that you would give a project manager and hoped that all will come good. So again, I'm 50-50 on this statement. Yes, the last sentence makes sense without the word maybe, but the first part of this comment is very much moving away from his fault. Yes, he said it didn't work, wrong hires. Yeah, wrong hires, but you sacked Jose Mourinho the week of a cup final. You've not mentioned that. and we came close with Poch and you didn't back him further. So again, slightly conflicted on that. And if we, listen, let me know your thoughts on that. If we go down to the next bit, we'll come to the Harry Kane piece in a minute, but I thought this was very interesting. Daniel Levy's gone on to talk about the atmosphere at Tottenham right now. And he said, simple, we've got our Tottenham back. Okay, cool. Well, who took our Tottenham away from us in the first place? It was you, Daniel Levy. It was you. You took our Tottenham away from us with cheap signings, never backing managers, and bringing in the wrong managers to this football club. Jose Mourinho and Conte were never going to be right for this football club for the way that you own it. Sure, give me Jose, give me Conte. I can sacrifice that god-awful football for a year or two if you are giving them the best players and we can get those players and we go and win things. But you didn't. So again, simple, we've got our Tottenham back. Again, he's twisted that to, look at me, I'm the hero. He really frustrates me, does Daniel Levy. Not a lot to go into on that, but I just thought I'd vent and get that out there. So again, let me know what you all think of that. And then here is the bit that I like. Yeah, here is the bit that I like. And this goes to, listen, this is why I love Ange Postecoglou. So from the negative to the positive, this is why I love Ange Postecoglou. This is what many sensible fans have been saying for a while. This is what many sensible fans were saying in the summer when people were going, we need Europe. We've got to get Europe. It's terrible. We need a massive squad in one summer. It was never going to happen. And this is what Ange said about it. We're at the beginning of what we are trying to build. Beginning being the key word. We've had a positive transfer window and we need to keep building the squad. It was never going to happen in one window. I had more targets, but I made it hard for Daniel as I had a few targets. Now, what you'll notice throughout this statement is the use of the word I. Accountability. Completely different to what Daniel Levy was saying in his statements. It's the accountability of I. Not we, not the club, I. I love that from Ange Postecoglou. I don't want any player. I want the right players. Bang on. I want European football, Champions League. To do that, we need a bigger squad. And here is where I completely agree with the man. If we had Champions League this week, we'd struggle. But that's always been the plan. The plan is to grow the squad. Now, what I love about that is, again, when people were clamoring, oh my God, we need Europe. We've got to have Europe. And I said, let the man, lots of people said, let the man have a year without Europe to concentrate on the training field so that we're not playing every 3 or 4 days, so that you're not rotating in bad players. And I think he acknowledges here, right? If we had Europe, the backup players we've got aren't good enough for Europe. Essentially, that's what he's saying, right? We'd need a bigger squad. We need a better squad. Ange Postecoglou is a breath of fresh air. We all know that. But I think this statement is really, really powerful and important. And a lot of people should remember this. When everyone's talking and getting way over their heads right now after 5 games, talking about winning league titles, calm down. Let's not do what Arsenal fans do. Calm down. As the man said, we are at the beginning of the build. So also remember all those people that didn't want Postecoglou. He's from Celtic. He's from a bad league. He's never managed in a top league. Oh my God, we got our 5th choice. This is what this man is bringing. This man is bringing back an ethos, a culture, unity, identity, pride. He's bringing back pride. Let me know your thoughts on that one. And last but not least, if we have a look at this. So here you go. Daniel Levy confirmed last night at the fan forum that Tottenham have a buyback clause for Harry Kane. Now you'll notice on the thumbnail it says that Daniel Levy has fans on string. And the reason I say that is already today, last night, you started to see all of these comments from fans going, oh, brilliant, he can join us back in time to win a title. Oh, brilliant, he can come back and beat the goal record set by Alan Shearer. Brilliant, he can come back and finally win something with Spurs. I'm sorry, am I the only one that is, yeah, great, thank you for everything you've done, Harry, but you left. I don't blame you for leaving. I don't blame him for leaving, but why are the fans still crying and pining after this guy? Probably the same fans that said we'll be relegated and in a relegation battle. Remember those fans? We'll be in a relegation battle if Harry Kane leaves. We are a team now. We're a unit. It's not just a one-man team. What I think is going to happen is what I said at the beginning of the video. I've got this horrible feeling now, every transfer window, when we're talking about centre forwards, people will start saying things like this. Just go and get Harry back. Or don't worry about buying this striker. In a year's time, Kane will be available. Kane's 34. Bring Kane back. Kane's one of our own. I'm just confused. I feel like if we've moved on, move on properly. Surely we move on properly. Surely we look at the new girlfriend, not the old girlfriend, or the new boyfriend and not the old boyfriend, depending on what gender you are. Surely that's what we do. We look forward. We go forward as a club, as a unit. We've done this before when we wanted Bale back and it wasn't quite the same. You know, we've done this before where we pine for Walker, we pine for Modric. Can we not just move on as a club? I'm already seeing the comments. It's just like, honestly, it's like somebody that can't move on from their ex. I wish Harry Kane the best of luck. Whatever he's doing doesn't affect us right now. Bundesliga, we're not in it. Champions League, we're not in it. Good luck to the guy. Go and knock yourself out tonight. Grab a hat-trick against Man U. Win the Champions League with Bayern. Cool. Nothing against Harry Kane. But surely now we look at that statement from Postecoglou and we run with that. That's what we run with, what Postecoglou's saying. Not over here with, we've got a buyback clause for Kane. Food for thought. Let me know your thoughts on this. Please like, please subscribe. We'll be back later today for 2 watch-alongs in the Champions League because we had loads of fun last night doing it. We've got Real Madrid versus Union Berlin, 5:30. And then at 7:45, we've got Bayern Munich v Ten Hag's struggling Man United. So please like, please subscribe, and watch out. I'll be making a special guest appearance on a big show tomorrow. Take care, everyone. See you later. And come on, you Spurs.